All right. So, yeah, this was my bad. I was going to do the my notes for episode 9, which by the way, as it turns out, yes, I know. I was wrong. Well, 90 to 95% wrong. That doesn't mean that I will dismiss the 5 to 10% of what I was correct on. And so I was going to do my thing for episode 9, my notes and everything. And I was all set. I started taking the notes, and then I ran out of time. I just had so much going on. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, let's go through, rather than going through my notes, because unfortunately I don't have them with me right now. I had to sort of take a short break. As soon as I get them done, I'll upload them probably on a Tuesday. Isn't that what I'm doing with my rant about Alex? Oh, wait. No, because for July 4th, which apparently I was unaware is Alice in Wonderland Day. And I could have done it then, but instead, there's a reason I'm doing it end of July. No, the first Tuesday in August, I believe. Anyway, so to keep this short, well, not to keep it short, but so I don't go off too much, what I will do is instead of my chapter 9 notes, which, as I said, I did see it, and boy, was it had the feels. There's so much going on. All I'm going to say is that, yes, I would love for it to continue. However, seeing the IRL thems at the end, that tells me it's more of a series finale than a season finale. Unless season 2, well, not season 2, but, unless sometime in the future they reboot it, they can even call it the Amazing Digital Circus Reboot or something. But, I think it satisfies everything. Yes, it leaves some questions unanswered. But, what we can get to all that when it comes time for my notes. Instead, click. Yes, I'm doing this. Click. And then another one. Click. In case you don't realize where this is, click. This is from Google Translate. Click. The Chinese symbols. Click. From. Click. The Chinese room. Click. Yes, I actually went through. Click. And some of these are doubled, but if they reuse the symbols, they reuse the symbols. Click. I just figured. Click. Since I decided I'm not going to do my original idea, having my take of what the story is, I believe Glitch and Gooseworks wrapped it up nicely. Click. And told a full story enough that click. I don't really need it. Click. And besides, I'm not sure if I could click um, do much with my story if a lot of it is no longer in theory. Click. Because a bunch of answers have been revealed, and click. I was really off on my speculations. Click. So, yeah, these are all what the Chinese symbols were in the Chinese room, that secret Chinese room that Kane had. And here's the final one. Click. So yeah. Oh, let me just get back to my channel's logo. Click. So yes. This will have to suffice. I was going to have those the translations when I was going to have my whole theory video, my story. I was going to have storytellers show up, and I was going to talk to him from behind the camera, and, as a disembodied voice, as it were, and have him tell the story based on the information I was giving about the characters and the circus and everything. But, it's not the same when you have all the answers, or most of them, that is. Especially if I wasn't all wrong. In fact, the 10%, I think maybe even 15% correct on some of what I was thinking. So, yeah. Since I won't be using those Chinese notes in a video, since I'm not making that video, figure, why let it go to waste? Upload it here. Especially since I don't have my 9th chapter notes. I didn't realize how much this was going to take me. So like, comment, share, subscribe, notifications. End of video, just over 8 minutes.